Welcome to another World of Tanks subscriber replay. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's video is from the user Menelda. That's Menelda. He is driving the SU-101 on a standard battle on the Arctic region. Now the SU-101 is the tier 8 tank destroyer for the Russians. Premium, I'm fairly sure. I haven't seen a video of this tank before, and I've certainly never made a replay in this tank destroyer, so this one should be fairly interesting. It should be good to see what its capabilities are and how well this tank destroyer performs in battle. So just going to be taking a standard position for a tank destroyer, which is on this little rise here overlooking one of the entrances to the base. I'm just going to try and spot any light tanks that maybe make a dash through that lightly forested area, or any heavy tanks that get spotted out moving behind the mountains in the distance there. So opting for this smaller rise rather than the higher one you see there on the left hand side, and that's just purely for speed reasons, just in case that there was a light tank or a fast tank like maybe that Type 59 moving across that lightly forested area. You will be able to catch it and get a shot on it faster than if he did decide to go to that sort of higher area on the left hand side there, although that higher area on the left hand side does provide more fire on the northern area of the map. So just going to speed it up a little bit until we actually get into some action. Just see the forces clashing in the south there. Should be interesting to see who wins that out, as the tanks look fairly balanced. There we go. Spots out an IS-8 making a foolish dash through the lightly forested area. If you are going to come through here, you really need to be either a light tank or a very fast medium tank. As you can see, heavy tank gets spotted out fairly quickly. Doesn't even make it over the first rise before he starts getting shot, and then just is forced to fall back. Obviously getting shot from nowhere, as he hasn't returned any fire, so has no idea where he's getting shot from. So it takes a good chunk of that IS-8's hit points off, but unfortunately not able to finish him off before he fades back into nothingness. So it looks fairly even at the moment. They have about the same forces in the south and the north, and it seems like a good split. So this one should really come down to individual tanker skill on which side wins out. Although, as you can see, the enemy has been pushed back to the top of their little ridge. The problem with that is the top of that little ridge is a fantastic defensible position. And it means that the allies are going to have to crest that hill in order to get at them, and it's going to give free shots to the enemy if they play it smart, that is. But it looks like they are falling back even further, so now they're going to open themselves up to shots from these tank destroyers, the SU-101 and the Object 704. And as I say that, the 704 takes out that low. So with them pushed all the way back to this area here, it should just be an easy time of them just cresting over the hill and taking out that last IS-3 that is defending there. Although if he plays his cards right, an IS-3 is fairly tough, so he may be able to come up with some kind of miracle last stand and take out the KV-4 and whoever else it was that was there. So just deciding that he's not going to have much more luck in this position here, so just decides to go and assist in the central area there, probably speaking to his clanmate, and he's told him that they are not going to be able to hold that central area, as they have a few heavy tanks pushing through and just himself and a tank destroyer, and the tank destroyer has now been eliminated. So just going to go and try and shore up the defences in the centre there against the Tiger. And what is that? I didn't even see what that was. Was that another Caernarvon? See lots of trees falling, but no tanks appearing. Let's see who comes around the corner, and it's a fully upgraded Caernarvon, so you see 1600 hit points, so a bit of a beast there. Going to be a bit difficult to take him out, but he's got his ally there with plenty of hit points and himself. So if his ally, the heavy tank, can draw the fire and maybe get a couple of lucky bounces, should be able to take him out, because the Caernarvon does have a slightly underpowered gun. Well, his ally does, because it's not the fully upgraded one. As you can see, he's He's being smart and shooting at the tank destroyer, who's the biggest risk, although now he's decided to stop shooting at the tank destroyer and take out the heavy tank. So that's exactly what they want. They want the enemy to be focused on the heavy tank so that the tank destroyer can get some shots in and hopefully able to take him out. Just going to try and get a shot on the weak spot of the armor. Managed to get it, so it should only be a couple of shots there to take him out. But luckily the artillery comes in and evens up the score, and that one more shot is able to take him out. The Tiger's now come round the corner though and is having some shots himself. But a Tiger should really be no match for this SU-101 if he plays it correctly, and if that artillery decides to come around and assist, should be able to take him out no problem. Artillery unfortunately just missing out there on that last shot. So it should be pretty easy just to get around this corner and get a shot. Oh, luckily that one managed to bounce, and it should just be an easy case of finish him off. Oh wow, 12 hit points left. So it's now a case of let's see whose gun reloads faster. I think it's probably the SU-101, and yes it is. Okay, so amazingly it looks like they've actually lost in the south there. 2 heavy tanks and a tank destroyer against a lone IS-3, and the IS-3 prevails. Bit of a shame we couldn't watch that one out. I'm sure that was a fairly good duel. So the IS-3 is now just coming in on their base with a T-29 in hot pursuit. I'm going to see if the T-29 can spot out this IS-3, and then hopefully Manelda should be able to get a shot on him, because that T-29 probably won't be a match head-on with that IS-3 unless he can catch him unawares. Then he should easily be able to get a shot in his side or rear and take him out. So it looks like the IS-3 is just hiding behind that rock formation there, which is pretty smart. It just means that anybody from over here won't be able to get a shot at him. But no, he's decided to move as the artillery shots come in. Going to have a shot at that T-29, but then gets taken out by the 101. So that's 3 kills now he's picked up, and it looks like the south is pretty much dealt with now. That T-29 is probably just going to push on now. Although there is a second T-29 coming in. Just going to speed this up slightly because this tank is horrendously slow. Well, it's not actually, but it's too slow for my liking. So just going to shoot the back of this T-29 as he's focused on the other T-29, have a shot, and then he's going to fall back behind the rocks as he turns around to have a look. Ooh, so lucky there, the shot managing to bounce on his armor, but as you can see the T-29 only has 1150 hit points, so it's not fully upgraded, doesn't have that fully upgraded turret, so probably only has the stock or the second tier of gun, so not surprising that that one bounced on the front of the SU-101. So now we're going to go and try and assist on this far left hand flank. The T-29 is probably going to push onto the base and do okay for himself, as I'm fairly certain all they have left now is the 2 artillery, as the Jag Tiger and the Type 59 are over on this flank. Artillery takes out their IS, so it's now just an almost dead Object 704 versus a Jag Tiger, and I don't like the Object's chances in this one. Jag Tiger should easily be able to mop him up. Unfortunately, that Jag Tiger has pretty much full, well, not full health, but at least 3/4 of his health left. So this is going to be a bit of a difficult battle. What he's going to have to try and do is... Oh, can he get a shot on that Titan? No, he can't. What he's going to have to try and do is lead the Jag Tiger on for as long as possible while his artillery shoots and tries to pound him as much as possible. As you can see there, first artillery shell already landing, and he's just taking up position behind the rocks. I'm going to try and keep leading him on, but also keeping him spotted so that the artillery can have an easier time shooting at him. But the Jag Tiger not wasting any time and just steaming straight forward. So this is really going to be a bit of a difficult battle. Good shot there by the artillery, taking off a good portion of his hit points and tracking him with his gun looking in the wrong direction. So the SU-101 should get a couple of free hits. No, there we go, but neither of them penetrating, unfortunately, so just going to have to fall back and get him to come on even further. Ooh, amazing shot being tracked once again, and that shot really did go all the way through his armor. So fingers crossed we'll be able to get another shot on him. Oh, not quite. Only 3 hit points left, and that one bounced. The Jag Tiger should surely be able to get a shot on him now. and that is fantastically lucky. Only left with 11 hit points there after taking out the Jagdtiger. So excellent coordination there between the artillery and this SU-101 tank destroyer, just leading on the Jagdtiger and pounding him with artillery. So as you can see, the T-29 spotted out the enemy's artillery, unfortunately was taken out because he didn't have very many hit points himself. Just going to have a look around to remember the Type 59 cut across through the middle area of the map on this left hand side, so just having a peek on that ridge to see if we could spot him out. Unfortunately not able to see where he went, so just going to have a look around for this Type 59, and there he is, and he's got almost as little hit points as the SU-101, only got 32 hit points there, so it's pretty much whoever gets the first shot will be victorious in this one. So staying on premium rounds here, he only brought 5 to battle, but he wants to make absolutely sure that if he does get the first shot, it doesn't ricochet and he's going to be able to make it count. With only 32 hit points left, even a glancing blow, fingers crossed, should do a little bit of damage. Oh, so the artillery not quite able to take out the Type 59 there, but coming in and capitalising on him being distracted and able to take him out. Nope, the GW Panther didn't even take any damage. So just going to be a simple case of moving into the base now and taking out this S-51. Although I say it's a simple case, the S-51 has already eliminated the T-29, so could be the same fate for the SU-101. Could be as soon as he moves into the base just here, he could get taken out by this tank destroyer, but then again, the GW Panther is aiming in this region, so fingers crossed if he does get taken out. Oh, there he is. Is he able? Fantastic. Able to take him out with a single shot on the move. So absolutely brilliant game there from Manelda, taking out 7 tanks, getting a massive score there and showing that the SU-101 is a capable and pretty good tank destroyer. So thanks very much for sending that replay in. Thank you to you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.